This video was compiled using information which was made public via news or government agencies and is intended to honor the lives of those who met an unimaginable fate and also bring awareness to the unjust behaviors in our communities. In this video, I will be speaking about a case in which 2 lives were senselessly snatched away before one could even take his or her first breath. Though this baby never got to take their first steps, say their first words, or even be named, I chose to honor their life by sharing their story. In the early morning hours of June 3rd, 2020, St. Paul police responded to Hall Avenue and West Stevens Street. There, they found a vehicle still in drive, which was riddled with bullet holes on the passenger side. The windows were broken, and 20-year-old Ashli Johnson had her foot on the brake as she laid lifelessly. Approximately 30 minutes later, medics arrived at the scene, and unfortunately, she was pronounced dead. After detectives began their investigation, a cell phone found under her body led them to suspect Clinton Roosevelt Delaney was involved. A week after the shooting, an investigator received a call from someone who claimed to have been at the residence with Delaney on the night of the shooting. The unidentified caller told authorities he overheard Delaney telling someone else at the house that night that he had effed up and shot Johnson, adding that he was mad at her for messing things up with his baby mama. Delaney had also allegedly shared that Ashli may have been pregnant with his child. The prosecution would later make efforts to protect this witness, but was eventually ordered to disclose the informant's name to the defense. A review of Delaney's criminal record showed past convictions for domestic assault, possession of a firearm by an ineligible person, felony theft, and a felony-level conviction for violating a no-contact order in 2016. After an investigation, the then 28-year-old man was arrested and charged with 1 count of second-degree murder. Ashli's mother, Ginny Williams, expressed her disappointment about the absence of charges regarding her unborn grandchild. Court records detailed lengthy conversations between Johnson and Delaney's girlfriend, which took place via text and Facebook Messenger leading up to June 2nd. The woman, who had a 3-year-old child with Delaney, had plans to marry him when Ashli contacted her on Facebook and told her she was pregnant with Delaney's baby. On June 2nd, Johnson asked the woman if Delaney had told her about the pregnancy yet, adding that she was willing to take a pregnancy test to prove it. The woman then sent Johnson a screenshot of text messages she'd had with Delaney, confronting him about the pregnancy, and then agreed to meet Johnson at a motel so she could verify the pregnancy with a test. According to text messages, the women met up at a Motel 6 around 9 p.m. that night. Not long after, in the wee hours of June 3rd, text messages were exchanged between Johnson and Delaney. Apparently, Johnson was trying to make plans to drop off money for Delaney, but kept indicating she didn't trust him or the situation. Eventually, she made plans to leave it in the tailpipe of his vehicle outside the residence he was staying at on Stevens Street, as he promised to be inside with his friends. The man wanted her to leave it in his mailbox instead. At around 2:48 a.m., Johnson sent Delaney a message, again telling him to go inside with his friends, to which he responded, "For what? Nobody finna touch you," and further stating that she could just opt to leave. The final message was sent at 2:50 10:49 a.m. 2 minutes later, 911 operators received a call about shots fired in the area. In addition to Johnson's bullet-ridden vehicle, police found a 2005 Chevrolet Monte Carlo at the scene that officers later identified as a gift to Delaney from his girlfriend that had also been struck by gunfire. The vehicle's front left tire was flat and appeared to have been slashed. During a search of Johnson's vehicle, a butcher-style knife was located on the passenger seat. Interviews conducted with her family and friends revealed that Ashli had allegedly told someone that she was upset with Delaney because she had just found out she was pregnant, he had a girlfriend, and he had also given her a sexually transmitted disease. According to court records, she told the person that she planned to slash his tires. Ashli was the mother of 4 children aged 7 to 15, including an autistic teen son, Bruce, and 3 daughters, Karma, Neshaya, and Nilani. Her family described her as a very strong woman who focused on making sure her children felt happy and loved no matter what challenges she faced. She was a helper, a healer, and a hard worker who spent her precious life on a mission of making sure her children, her siblings, and their children maintained a close connection to each other. A GoFundMe set up by the family for funeral expenses managed to raise $7,400 at the time of recording this video, of the goal of $5,000. Upon the completion of an autopsy, it was revealed that the mother suffered 2 gunshot wounds, one of which entered her upper right arm and traveled into her chest. It was also confirmed that she was approximately 27 days pregnant. On July 28, 2020, a Ramsey County jury found 29-year-old Clinton Roosevelt Delaney guilty in the shooting death of Ashli K Johnson. About 2 months later, Delaney sighed, smoked, and proclaimed his innocence as multiple family members spoke about their sorrow over losing Ashli. The man was not physically present in court, but spoke via Zoom from the St. Cloud State Prison. This decision irritated family members who had traveled and taken off work to attend his sentencing. His attorney said that he chose not to appear in person because he did not want to be isolated due to COVID protocol when he returned to prison. Defense attorney Barry Edwards asked the court to take Delaney's hardships into consideration. He was born premature because his mother had consumed cocaine while she was pregnant. Johnson's mother gave a heart-wrenching testimony in which she said that Delaney had no remorse and did not deserve mercy. Brian Brown, Ashli's brother, told the court that the trauma and loss to her children were unimaginable and irreparable. A few minutes later, Judge Sarah Grewing sentenced Delaney to the maximum penalty, 40 years in prison. She said that Johnson was vulnerable as she was pregnant, but was treated with particular cruelty. Of the 40 years, he will be required to serve 2/3 in prison and 1/3 on supervised release. The court gave him credit for 248 days already served, and Delaney was also ordered to pay $6,350 in restitution. The now convicted man said, "I'm sorry for any loss. I'm innocent, and that's all I've got to say." May the family and friends of Ashli K Johnson and her unborn baby find solace in the happy memories, and may their souls rest in perpetual peace. My thoughts and prayers are also with her 4 children, and I do hope that they are able to find comfort. Thank you.